Okay, so real quick, Vigilan, we've been in business as a SIM SOC for MSPs since 2014. So we've been doing this a really long time. We have very simple pricing. I'll show you once we get to the portal, Morgan, what that pricing looks like. And it's just, we price based on device right now. So depending on what type of device it is, that's how we're going to base our pricing. And we have a pricing calculator to knock that all out. There's no contracts with us. We're month to month. Matter of fact, not only are we month to month, but for every new client you bring on board with our service, we give you a 30-day, what we call opt-out. So you could try it out for 30 days with the client. After, let's say day 28, you can go sit down with the client, show them an executive summary report, which is very user-friendly, client-facing. Show them all the work that you did, which, of course, you outsource it, but they don't have to know that. And, hopefully it'll help sell the solution, because SIM and SOC is not something, as you probably know, end clients want to talk about, or nor do they understand. So we have nice, pretty colorful graphs and chart report that, they're like, yeah, that looks good. And ultimately, it's just one little paragraph that means the most. Is like, okay, we protected you from this many, bad actors and this many alerts, this many investigations, all that good stuff. So again, that 30-day opt-out, you get that for every new, we call them subscriptions or clients you bring on board with us. It's not just for one. It's just for all of them that you bring on board.
Okay.
And then after that, we're just month to month. Now, if you cancel that before the 30 days, we don't bill the card at all. If you stay in the subscription, then we bill the card for that time. So that's why it's not a 30-day free trial, because if you do stay, we bill you for those 30 days.
Got it.
We are SOC 2 Type 2 certified, so if that means anything, and our SOC is all U.S. based. So here we have our threat respond option. We have a couple options here. Threat respond is just our SIM, of course, our 24/7 US based SOC, and then we do triage and we escalate anything to you that needs remediation. We also have another option called threat remediate, where Vigilan actually does remediation. Now, the only caveat to threat remediate is we can't do remediation. Our team can't do remediation on all EDR solutions. So we had to pick one, and right now, if you want threat remediate, you have to have CrowdStrike as your EDR.
Right.
So since you don't have that, we would probably go with the threat respond option, where we would escalate anything to you that needed the remediation. Okay?
Perfect.
Real quick, we on-prem log sources like your firewalls, your servers. We use Windows Event Forwarding for servers. On-prem, like your firewalls, we use something called the threat sensor. The threat sensor is typically a virtual machine installed on Hyper-V, VMware, AWS, Azure. Just requires 8 gigs of RAM, dual core, 100 gigs of hard drive space is all that little guy needs. So we're going to point the logs of those on-prem devices to that threat sensor. The threat sensor.
Do you guys provide a physical device if needed?
We can. Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep. So the threat sensor is going to receive those logs, parse them, compress them, normalize them through a secure encrypted channel for those logs to our SIM, which is on the back-end log scale. Now, those cloud log sources, like let's just say your EDR, Office 365, any other cloud sources that you have, Okta, Duo, Mimecast, whatever those look like, of course, we don't need that threat sensor. We're going to do that all through APIs that we built.